Hello friends, in the last video we had created one virtual machine and we had done installation of Ubuntu 16. Now in this video we will be preparing LAMP environment. So LAMP is Linux, Apache, Mysql and PHP. So we will be doing that in this session. So let us open the machine which we had created in last session. The name is VSU WIW0002. Let us start this. So it will take just 1 minute. Okay, so machine is ready. We had created the user Ganesh, same was the password, and if you see, let us become a root user first. Sudo su minus with all the spaces, then same password Ganesh. Now I am root. You can see, let us see the IP address. This is 192.168.2.75. So working in hardcore terminal is difficult, so we will be working by SSH for this machine. So in last tutorial I had shown how to do SSH Ganesh at 192.168.2.75. So we are into this machine. Okay, so let us put this behind. Okay, so we will be working through SSH. Okay, one more thing. Accessing the machine every time by the IP is difficult. Sometimes we forget the IPs, but remembering name is quite easy. So we will be opening hosts file of our host system. Host system is the laptop or desktop wherever you are working. So in that we will be opening this file. So sudo access ask because you require root privileges, so you will be needing to open this file with sudo or as root user. Here at the end, let me see if there is any old entry. Okay, no entry. So I will create 192.168.2.75 and we had named the machine as VSU WIW0002.worldiswelcome.com. You can name this machine anything you like, whatever you like. There is no bounding. And since you are making an entry in your etc hosts file, so you can access this machine with this name whichever you have entered in your machine. Let us name it as ganesh.example.com. Now let us ping it. Ping ganesh.example.com. So you can see this machine replies. Similarly, ping VSU WIW0002.worldiswelcome.com. So same machine replies. You can use as many names as you want for this machine. There is no limit for that. Secondly, from now on, for SSH, for accessing this machine, we will be using the name. So SSH user is Ganesh, then instead of IP we will be using vsu www.worldiswelcome.com. So whatever you want to name it. Yes, permission denied. Okay, so since there was earlier entry, I'll just remove this. Ganesh. So this line tells that the signatures of this machine will be noted in my known hosts file, so that will be remembered next time. Let us try this again. This. So the previous warning, this one which was appearing first time, that has gone away. Okay, now let us become root. Sudo su minus, same password. Okay, so now first of all I want to install minimal things. Apt install Apache 2 PHP Mysql. So if you hit the tab button twice, you will see the list of the words, list of the packages starting with that character which you have entered. Like if I enter MySQL and hit tab 2 times, I will see the packages starting with MySQL, and I want to install MySQL Server 5.7 version. Similarly, I want to install Apache 2, and then I want to install PHP. Even if you just enter PHP and press double tab, you will have a lot of PHP packages which you want to install. So let us put these things by default. Yes, you want to install these packages. So Apache 2 bin will be installed, related library files, then MySQL Server, PHP common, this is the version PHP 7.0, then PHP JSON, op cache, readline, then SSL certs as well. For Apache, these are the packages suggested which will be installed automatically along with. This capital Y tells that if we hit enter, this will be the default action. Yes. So the packages are getting installed. So for MySQL, I will be using default password root. Okay, so if we see etc Apache 2, so you will see the default directories and files created for Apache. Apache is web server. Then PHP is installed, the version is 7, and MySQL 5.7.25 is also installed. Okay, now we have done all this. Now let us run one command, MySQL secure installation. This is basically for removing the defaults, removing test users, test database, and if we want to change the root user password, that we can change. So adjusting the defaults to make MySQL more secure. Okay, let us run this command. Root password is root. Do you want to change the password? No. Sorry. Remove anonymous user. Yes, we don't want any anonymous users. Disallow root login remotely. Yes, we don't want root to login from outside the network, outside the machine itself. And remove the test database. Yes. Reload privileges table now. Yes. When we reload this, all the cache is cleared and the privileges are reloaded from the privileges table. Now MySQL is done, so we can log in with MySQL -u user root -p and password is same. So we see show databases. So there are 4 default databases which are bare minimum for running MySQL. Let us exit for now. So our MySQL is ready. Second, Apache. Apache is already there. So in Apache we will be creating a very basic virtual host file to make this server accessible at the browser. Very basic. Let us see if it is already available or not. If you remember, we had named this VSU www.000.worldiswelcome.com. So default Apache page is shown. That means Apache is working and is available. Second, if you see sites available, there are by default 2 configuration sites. In Apache we have to enable or disable the configuration for the virtual host. Let us see what is there in sites enabled. It is 000 default, which is showing the default page. Let us disable this. A2 dis site 000 default.conf. Okay, so this is disabled. So this link is gone. Now let us run this service Apache 2 reload. This will reload the configuration files. Now let us see what is there. Fine. Don't know where it is loading from. Let us check it in another browser, just in case it is cache. Okay, so maybe it is picking from somewhere else. Okay, now let us create one file, vsuwiw0002.conf virtual host. So IP we had kept this for 7580 80 is the port where web server runs, Apache web server. So we should keep it right now same. And this is closing of this. Now only three things are necessary: server name. Here we will be using full domain name vsuww0002.worldiswelcome.com, server admin Ganesh at example.com, and document root from where this web server will be hosting the files from. So we will be hosting our files at var www html. Then we will be saving this directory, and under that public underscore html, and save it. Let us save this value here. So only these things are required for now, just for the basic operations: server name, server admin, document root. Whatever will be required extra, we will be adding as we go on. Now, like this was enabled, so we have to enable this configuration. So A2 en site this. So this is enabled. Service Apache to reload. So enable means sites enabled. You will see. Let us see the long list. So you will understand that this is essentially a symbolic link, or in other words shortcut to this file, this very file which we have created. So let us restart. Now it is saying not found, and it is right in its way, because we do not have this directory existing as of now. So if we restart Apache service, and try to see, okay, so this fails. Failing is genuine. Let us create var www html. Okay, I have all this. We will create this directory -p. This -p suggests that all the directories and subdirectories will be created. Okay, let us see if there is something. Yeah, now it is showing me something. That simply shows that web server is working and now looking into that directory which we have created. This is our document root where we will store the files from WordPress or Joomla or whatever it is. Okay, so this is ready. Second, up to this it is okay. And Mysql -u root -p. So let us create two databases. One is, okay, let us create it here. Create database Joomla, and character set is UTF-8. Let us create another database WordPress, and here also character set is this. Now we need a user which has all the privileges on this database and on this database. So for the sake of Joomla, let us create one separate user for Joomla. So grant all privileges on Joomla database dot star. That means dot star indicates that all the tables under database will be having this user Joomla will have privileges for all the tables under Joomla database. So grant all privileges on Joomla dot star to create a user whose name is Joomla, and that user will be accepted from localhost only, identified by simple Joomla. Joomla is the password. So no nothing, just the plain simple things for our demonstration purpose. Let us create another user. So we can skip this privileges word. This is already implied by all. So grant all on WordPress.star to WordPress at localhost identified by WordPress. So both work, all privileges as well as only all, both will work. So we have created two databases, Joomla, WordPress. We have created two users, Joomla at localhost and WordPress at localhost, and two passwords. This will work for Joomla user and this will work for WordPress user. So this grants will be taking effect once we flush the privileges table cache. So now that will be effective. Let us try Mysql, try the user Joomla with some password. Which password? Which we created. So this is authenticated. Now Mysql -u WordPress -p WordPress. So if you see run the command show databases, you will know we have only one database on which WordPress user was granted privileges on. So WordPress user cannot see Joomla. Similarly, Joomla user cannot see WordPress, but root user can see all the databases. So now we have PHP, we have Apache, and we have Mysql. So our environment is ready. Our server can see this directory. So now let us just download Joomla. Okay. So we should close this up to this point, and we should install some additional PHP packages which we require, like apt get install PHP MySQL, PHP PDO, PHP peer, PHP mcrypt, PHP XML RPC, PHP XML, and PHP MySQL is done. I think this should be enough for us. So by default, yes. So whatever extra will be needed, we will be doing in next tutorials. Okay, so let us see if our this web server works with PHP. We don't have proof of it right now. So var www html the vsu www.wordiswelcome.com public underscore html. This is document root. Let us create one file index.php, which is default for indexing, and here we just create one file. Let us see if it is recognized or not. No, this is not getting recognized. That means there is something missing, and that something is Apache does not recognize PHP. For that, we require to install the PHP mod. So opt install, opt get install or opt install, both of these things are same. So opt install lib apache 2 mod php. So when we install mod php, Apache gets a route to talk to PHP, and Apache starts understanding PHP language. Now let us see what happens. So this shows that our PHP works fine. Okay, now just remove this file where, so this is our document root. Let us just remove this. So we are good. In next video we will be installing Joomla, and maybe in the next video we will be installing WordPress. Thank you very much for being with me, and if you like my videos and tutorials, please subscribe me and share my videos. My channel name is worldiswelcome.com. Thank you very much once again. Bye for now.